Lower your desires and quit the rat race. I left the rat race 4 years ago after suffering from severe corporate burnout. Now I lead a slow-paced life and manage a true north-aligned business that both energizes me and allows me to spend long, leisurely days with my kid every day of the week. Now that I'm free from the rat race, I want to help as many people as I can find their true north and live incredibly meaningful lives filled with plenty, passion, presence, and freedom to spend their days whatever they like. What is the rat race anyway? I like to think of the rat race as an ongoing pursuit of a shifting goal happiness. You're constantly searching for the next big thing, the next big break, the next trip, the next wage increase, the promotion. More achievement, more money, more recognition, more applause, more validation, more praise, more and more is the never-ending goal. When you're in the rat race, you think your happiness and fulfillment will come from reaching more. The fierce competition in this field and our natural need to evaluate ourselves against those around us constitute the race component of the rat race. Who is making more progress? Who has achieved greater success? Who makes more money? Who has the fastest ascent up the corporate ladder? Etc., etc. It's a relentless, tiresome pursuit that leaves little time for you to take it easy, live life at your speed, and pursue your hobbies and the things you love. Weekends and a set number of vacation days are all you get. You return to the race after that. It's really difficult to calm down, take stock of your life, follow your gut, and make heartfelt decisions while you're running a rat race. This is a result of our ego controlling the race. Our egos help to motivate us, but they should never be in the driver's seat. Instead, they should always be in the passenger seat. But our egos are frequently in control of the vehicle in the rat race. This is an illustration of how our ego may be at play. I did this once when participating in the rat race, and I'm sure many others can too. Even while you may accept a new job and be ecstatic to announce it on LinkedIn in hopes of receiving positive feedback from others, you may not be genuinely enthused about the work itself. Rather than concentrating on your true fulfillment in accordance with your life's purpose, the ego is pursuing an ideal of achievement. Alternatively, the ego accepts this employment only to get a wage boost since it is insatiably hungry for more, even when the task is boring and uninspired in the slightest. Ensnared in the race, the ego mind will place more value on money and outside approval than on genuine fulfillment and inner happiness. One thing to ask yourself today is this: since self-honesty is a superpower, you should be brutally honest with yourself about the answer. Do you truly find the work you begin enjoyable? Are you motivated by your work? Does it make you feel fulfilled, inspired, motivated, and energized? Do your ideals and interests guide your work? Do you lead the lifestyle you want because of your work? For instance, does your job give you the time freedom you value? Do you get excited to go to work and live each day as it comes? You're not in tune with your heart and soul if you answered no to any of these questions. Your actual north is not in line with you. Because the rat race keeps us preoccupied with the next goal, the next bright stuff, and the next best thing, it's difficult to live in alignment and to be fully present in our lives. We consistently look forward and strive for greater things, even when the goal isn't in line with our innermost desires. We're not listening to our hearts and following our desires. Rather, the chase consumes us. This quest can begin to resemble a day you spend doing the same things every day, going through the same routine, commute, talks, emotions, and mentality. Everything is the same. The hamster wheel and the rat race go hand in hand. This kind of life, this never-ending quest, offers no true, profound fulfillment. The rat race truly uses up all of our valuable creative energy and is incredibly exhausting. I know this since I worked in the rat race for 10 years. I started my career at the News Corp headquarters in New York City. After that, I worked at Google Square, and then Google. Once again, I returned to Google for extremely selfish reasons. I found myself pursuing a changing target of happiness on numerous, never-ending quests under this paradigm. Furthermore, I caught myself on multiple hamster wheels. I would switch things up by starting at a new company or taking on other sales jobs within the company when I felt exhausted or unfulfilled. However, I felt that I was unable to break free from the never-ending quest for more. It was compulsive. I felt as though I had to constantly satisfy my craving for more. I was continuously chasing monthly, quarterly, and annual quotas because I was also in sales. My paycheck amounts, my on-paper value, and my level of success were all defined by a figure that was always hanging over my head. In addition, I was vying with everyone nearby to be the best sales representative. It was exhausting. There isn't a winning in the rat race when we are involved in it. Although there's just momentary, we may feel as though we are winning. And then we must resume our pursuit. All we're doing is running laps, climbing ladders, and in my case, trying to meet quotas. We find it difficult to envision a route out because the finish line never shows up. When we think that working these hard, frequently soul-sucking jobs from 9 to 5 is the only way to survive on Earth, and that we are paid every other week in exchange for no leisure time, we find it especially difficult to envision a way out. This is merely a limitation that we have internalized as a result of matrix programming and social conditioning. We have tunnel vision when we cling to this confining, disempowering notion. There doesn't seem to be any other option. Alternatively, perhaps we do, but we do nothing. We can imagine different routes, investigate various non-traditional lifestyle options, or harbor ambitions of launching an online business that is truly north-aligned. But because it all seems so daunting, difficult, impractical, or illogical to construct this new route, we don't act on these visions. This is because it might be frightening and is outside of our comfort zone. Our ego, which is hooked to the security of the pursuit and the rat race, will fill us in on all the demoralizing reasons why we can't follow this more liberated path we have in mind. It takes a lot of mental shifting, resilience, desire, and tenacity to break free from the rat race vortex, which is easy to get trapped in. Declaring that we are going to leave the rat race and live life on our terms requires guts and personal strength. You must reclaim your power and follow your heart if you want to win this race and live life on your terms. You have to embrace your self-love and self-confidence. You have to take control of your beliefs by adopting new ones that support your values and visions, beliefs that empower rather than debilitate you. You have to change your viewpoint and broaden your awareness to realize that you have the option to live a completely different, more contented, calm, and present lifestyle. It is entirely up to you to design a life that is abundant, joyful, passionate, and free. You possess the ability to have a free-form existence where you may contribute to the world by being true to who you are and enjoying the freedom of your daily activities. There's a way out of the rat race. You are capable of acting freely. And beyond what you can even imagine while in the race, this leads to a liberating universe of freedom. This is what I am certain of. We are never far from making a choice that will lead to an entirely new and freeing reality. However, we can frequently hear that unpleasant, disempowering voice, the overwhelming ego in our heads, telling us that a particular course of action is too risky, too unrealistic, too illogical, too reckless, etc. But for a very important reason, our hearts keep drawing us back there. Dreaming about that more free reality keeps coming back to us till we are unable to reject it any longer. We tell that disempowering voice to $$ and heed the greater calling that is calling us because we know the wish or daydream is destined to come true. One of the most liberating decisions I've ever made was to follow my heart and leave the rat race world, which no longer connected with me and instead severely exhausted me rather than fulfilling me. Making the most transformative and fulfilling choice of my life has been to bet on myself by creating my own true north-aligned business, giving me a great deal of freedom, joy, passion, and fulfillment. The cherry on top is that I get to design my schedule every day, which is what makes me happy and a present mother. This concludes today's video. Did you enjoy it? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more engaging and informative content.